The volume that we just heard of, it's called It and Its House, Sweet Times Kill Us, Memories and Realities by Sri Mridul Majumdar, one of your own. It has been published by SLC India Publishers, and his first book was called Insight of Loneliness. We have also heard about that. So before moving further, let me invite our dignitaries to the dais. So I would invite Professor Mahapatra, Professor Mehra, and Mridulji to the dais. We are also delighted to be a baby out in the open for it to grow and get a life of its own. So this is an amazing moment for Mridulji and for his family and for the people who admire his work.
Be very honest with you about sweet times kills us. I don't understand what is that. Maybe there is a deep thought involved in it. How the sweet time kill you is something which you have to really read it and understand it. And I have not read it. I was just having a glance through few pages where I found that there is a wide coverage of topics that he has covered. He talks about scientific temper, scientific thought process, and he again quotes Newton's view on what is called scientific and why it is called scientific. I was just looking at why he has quoted Newton in a literature book and found that he talks about his views of what is scientific and what is not scientific. And he also says that you can't say that something is absolutely scientific and something is absolutely unscientific. That is something in between, and it is subject to your interpretation of what is scientific, what is unscientific.
I think that when I look at this thing, I have been involved in the process for the last some time, for maybe 6 months. Once he started working on insights of loneliness. So what it's a very important thing. First of all, sir, I'll share what he has been sharing with me, and he has said that the way this institution has come up, like is a big success story as far as enabling the masses of this country and democratizing the most qualitative aspect of education, and how it is and each family member has contributed immensely, and he thought that I want to work on this, and if there is something that I was and when he came to me, I was talking to myself also. What is he trying to do? What is his primary purpose? And as Mohapatra Sahab said, he gives you surprises. Indeed, he has this very human aspect about him, and which touched me to the core. And I said, whatever you, and then what you associate with literature. Kalyanji said that it is a cornerstone of humanity, is an expression of what you feel, what you are, and how things can move forward as far as knowledge is concerned. I think that spontaneity is very important. The seamless flow. If you read the book, if you read the language, if you explore the words, choice of words, that is more important. And I thought that perhaps this is a search for that elusive light. If I may use the expression, wo subha kabhi to aayegi, कि जिस सुबह की खातिर हम रोज नो मर मर के मरते हैं, in that sense. No? So when I was looking at him, I thought that he is a serious person who is trying to make a serious dent, very profound dent also. So yes, this is important thing. And what more comes to my mind is that ceaseless effort, that relentless approach towards life. Friends, what we see with our open eyes is perhaps is not the entire reality, is not the complete side of the picture. So in between you find that you will be able to relate to it, no? Like, and when I started reading it, I thought there is so much that I could relate to it. There is so much, and certain points I discovered after reading that, perhaps I can kind of use it for my sense of enhancement.
I'm telling you, I'm fortunate. Rather, I'll confess that once he has sent me all his writings to me to go through this, because he said that, because I used to write some poems and short stories in English and Hindi. So he used to send me something, and I have read it. I have not read the book, but I believe that you must have given that kind of stories in that father and son, and in this kind of life, everybody can identify their life if I tell my own experience. But it is very unique that you can write something in such a way that it can touches somebody's, and there is a called identity. Whenever we see a film and we cry or we laugh, because we identify ourselves with that character. Mostly he has done this. I will read it the whole thing because I know he must have done it nicely. Now I have a perception, I don't know, I have not read the book, that sweet memories kill us, sweet times kill us. I am a victim of that sweet times, because I think everybody, we always recall those good times. After 3 months I will retire, I am always recalling those times, why those times have gone, and it is killing you. I'm everybody, my son, my daughter, my wife also said, okay, वो समय चला गया, अभी तो समय नहीं आएगा. Then I'm thinking after retirement what I should do. Good times have gone. I don't know what he has written, but sweet times and those times again and again, forcing you to go to that kind of life. And we are always expect that those times will be freezed and we will be in that time. But we should be prepared for a new kind of situation, make you happy.
So I interviewed him also on this second book, and I came to know where he's talking about unseen secrets, secrets, and where he's trying to correlate two two realms of views, I would say, which are not related with this world but the otherworldliness also. When I'm talking about the otherworldliness, he's talking about how some spirits of he's talking about the existence of spirits, and which are into very much practices in our lives also. So he has brought into and concretized into the book also. Those ideas are very much present. So I would recommend that please go through this book, and you'll be really fascinated to learn. Quite few things, okay, which are very much relevant to us also, to our lives also.
Though I know him for a limited period of time only, I didn't have much interaction with him. But when I started interacting with him, and he's a very, cordial person and down to earth. I could see, though Saluja sir has retired, I could see some of his characters within Mritulji, the way he behaves with people and the way he shares his ideas. He gave me 2-3 days back only the book. Definitely I would like to go through those books whenever possible, and I wish him all the best for his future work also. Thank you.
इस and its house रिटर्न के लिए सिर्फ पट्टी सबको पता है, लेकिन जब से ये गिरफ्तार में डिस्कस हो रहा है, लोग हर कोई आके पूछ रहे हैं और बहुत सारे रूमर भी चल रहा है कि बोला ये है क्या, ये मैं क्लियर कर देता हूँ. इट इज जस्ट थिंग दैट अवेयरनेस प्रोग्राम फ्रॉम माय साइड अगेंस्ट द डायबिटीज. लोग बोलते हैं कि नो रिस्पेक्ट बिकॉज आई एम नॉट ए डॉक्टर. मैं अगर बोलूँ कि मीठा मीठा मत खाओ तो मेरा कोई मानेगा नहीं, तो बिकॉज आई एम नॉट ए डॉक्टर. बट इसलिए मैं पॉइंट डाल दिया कि मतलब वो स्वीट टाइम्स killers. I don't know how people here take this. I think we wanted to go through this. Talks about vanity of life, trying to take it.
May I publicly proclaim once again that your leadership, your problem-solving ideas are very crucial to this university, sir. And I think your presence, the way you have released this book reflects that completely. We are so grateful. Thank you very much, and thank you everyone.